Don't mind me. Oh, cool. Free loot. That was a lot of misses. Love these little low poly rats. They even got a little tail waggle.
Misfortunes never come alone. That's what Dad used to say.
I come to this place often. Can't say I'm glad to see you. Why not? You bring us nothing but misfortune. I thought the opposite.
With all this digging, Bachelor will soon dig down to the very dead. What if the source of the disease is indeed underground?
What's the news in the outer town? Taya, let me into the abattoir. Let your butchers take me inside. I will if you tell me a nice fairy tale. I must warn you though, I'm picky. Why so? I know all fairy tales. I've heard them all many times over. Boring. Since I've left the tower, only Sticky has managed to amuse me that one time. How? Did he make up a fairy tale? Who makes up fairy tales? What's wrong with you? Fairy tales are never made up. Made up fairy tales are just fiction. You can spot them at once. Sticky's been the last to bring me a skilled storyteller. That was just before the plague. We were boarded up later that night. Let's see what we can come up with here. However peculiar the gatekeeper that guards the passage into the abattoir, the way of getting past is same as ever. What kind of a fairy tale shall I humor her with? Which would she like the most? I don't have any hooks to unpick her yet. A boy named Sticky can help me with this. Oh boy, Taya. Always giving us the worst quests in the game. Hey Sticky, I left a corpse at the door.
I can barely stand. Am I sick?
Hi Clara. Noticed me watching you yesterday? I'm Sticky. Were you watching me? Sorry, I often do this. I'm curious. I like meddling in all sorts of things I'm not supposed to meddle in. Guess why they call me a thief. And why do they call you a thief? Yes, I do get called a thief, but I have no idea why. I haven't stolen anything. Perhaps you're going to steal something? Make sure you do it carefully. So I'm getting ashamed for a crime I haven't committed yet. You're a funny fellow.
The abattoir is off limits. Everyone knows that.
I've never believed them stories of you being the disease. Not for a moment, you know. Hey Sticky, how about we outsmart the Mother Superior? Tai cheek. Not a lot of smart there to outsmart. She can lead herself up to a garden path on her own just fine. How about we remind Khan who's in charge instead? Wait, does she like fairy tales? Taya, I mean. She does. The catch is, she knows every single one. She was nursed by Odongs, and they're great storytellers. She's heard them all. Mother says you once brought an exceptional storyteller to her. Ah, I see. I didn't bring anybody, though. Never tracked the thing down, actually. That was my albino. People say it whispered fairy tales in her ear, and she was all happy and saying, "Hey, This one's totally about me. What a good fairy tale. Lavished it with gifts, wanted more. But the next night their place got boarded up. Ah, what sort of fairy tale was it? Why'd you need to know? You want a present too? She's got no time for those anymore. Better make up your own fairy tale. You can do it easily. If you're a creature of the steppe, a steppe will whisper the words to you. Something to grab her attention. Oh, come on. Don't join that chorus. You can go back to the Mother Superior now. I hope I won't forget my fairy tale on the way. What fairy tale? That I'm a creature of the steppe? Well, this is gonna suck, and if I get the poem wrong, fairy tale wrong, I'm probably gonna lose the quest. Which at this point, I would allow myself to reload my save, because that's stupid. And I already don't like this route very much. Well, wish me luck.
I'll never fall ill.
I have a fairy tale for you. Well, I'm all ears. I'm going to do a slide thing and tell you a fairy tale that's also a riddle. Would you be interested to know who's to blame for what happened to you? Really? Yes, very, very much. Listen carefully. My fairy tale will contain the answer. Will you be able to guess it? Oh, please go ahead. I'll tell you the one about how the one-eyed, one-handed, one-legged knight's daughter counted her cattle. It's a scary one. I don't want it. It contains the answer, Mother. Alright, go ahead. Awesome! And the rest? You'll hear the rest when I'm back from the abattoir, so it's in your best interest to also tell me how to fight the foreman. There's no use fighting him, but I'll give you a good advice. He's worried a lot on account of young Burok's rival. Perhaps he'll let you go in one piece if you manage to capture his interest like you did with me. Go through the gates of labor. It's in between our buildings. Thank you, little Taya. I guessed correctly. The passage will be open. The mouth of the abattoir is agape. The monster is waiting inside. The Minotaur foreman. It will also have the answers to my questions. You know, I don't like how they're describing this gate. The Inquisitor calls it a sphincter. And I forget how Taya just described it to me, goddammit, but it was very suggestive. And if you think about it, I guess the two blocks of the termitary can be like legs outstretched. And then there's the whole gay people describe procreation. Never goes well. Ah, the beloved tall cave. Almost feels like I'm playing Morrowind. In Pathologic 2, during the bachelor's route, I really want one of the bulls to just be the skull cow. If you don't know what the skull cow is, just look it up. He's just like wedged somewhere in the the atrium and he just looks very, very scary. Appears only when the atrium is infected. Just the skull cow. A bad omen. Hello, Foreman.
What?
Are you the emanation of Mother Bodo, whom I serve faithfully? The dark-faced, the 100-mouthed, slowly turning your purblind eyeballs in their sockets. I am the foreman of the abattoir. I come from the Oyun clan. I am a Manku who knows the line. Knows the lines! Who are you? I am a miracle worker. Through my hands, the holy powers bestow goodness and mercy upon the people.
She is an emissary of the law. Now is the time when ancient gods die.
What do you want, Earth? Will you agree to answer my questions candidly and wait? This guy is Step, so I doubt this would work. Why did you call me that? For a reason. Speak. I have no power over you. Neither do you have power over me. Ah, you are so mistaken. No. I'll tell you things about Burok that you didn't know. What can you tell me? How your standoff is going to end. Good. I want to make certain that he is who he claims to be. Perhaps there is no reason to take it slow at all. How? Get to know what Sabo Tun thinks of him. The one that the worms call Aspidi. The heart of the matter is simple. Find out if he had killed her to deceive his way into the true heir's inheritance. You will come back here through the gates of labor. You will not be impeded. Alright. Not gonna lie, the way that conversation was going, I really thought I just failed right there. Just him saying no. I thought that was just conversation death right there. The scythe was held over her head once before, and yet here she stands, blocking my path. Is she a spirit, or could she be the thing from the steppe? Regardless, she will know the answers to my questions, for her mouth is filled with earth. Alright, Sabo Tun, Aspidi, let's go. I will not go through the... Alright, they call it the Gate of Labor. Just continuing to make it, this whole place feel more like a birthing canal. Albeit not as obvious as a game like Golden Light. Or honestly, plenty of other games. They seem to fixate on childbirth a lot. Because as everyone knows, the true horror is children. I'm gonna come out this exit to be closer to Aspidi when I come out. This is the way out, right? Yep, here we go. Now I'll just cut through an infected house. bachelor. High respects. Where am I? Where's my doll?
Yes.
And yet you and I are two of a kind. Fine, you win. I'm not going to bite anymore. Tell me about Burak, Aspity. What is there to tell you about him? Did he take the inheritance from you by force? Nonsense. Why would he take by force what's rightfully his own? Who is he? He is a warden. He is of Menku stock. His father was a surgeon. I revered him. Soon he will overthrow the usurper, become leader of the kin, and inaugurate a new era. And I shall go back and vanish into the earth. You sprang from the earth, then? Yes, same as you. And to what end? I don't know, but I sense that it's to carry out the will of the law, to destroy the accursed utopia, a place that is not and must never be. Utopia? There are 3 nodes nourishing our town. The town had been growing until the nodes closed. The earth begat beasts. The beasts sustained humans. The humans begot a settlement. The settlement sustains the children. The head had been drawing juices in excess. The plague closed the nodes. Everything's resumed its natural course. What does that mean? The settlement is a burden on the earth. The utopia is destroying the settlement. The plague will destroy the utopia. Sandpest is a creature of the plague, the will of the law. I used to think it was my destiny. Now I see it as yours. What's a utopia? The utopia is a whim, a desire for the impossible. Children don't know the value of presence. They don't know that happiness is ephemeral. They want it to be full and never-ending. Before, life itself used to curb such things. The mirror trap had shut out the laws of life. It had left them outside, and so the plague had to intervene. But the suffering is dealt out to anyone, or everyone. Why not just smite the tower? The tower and the town and the tower are no longer separable. The town sustains it, feeds it with its children. The town exists for the tower's sake. Just listen to them. They were all obsessing over some new construction project. That's what they believe to be their mission, led on by their blind rulers. That's the dream that gives a meaning to their futile existence. You are evil. I can return to the worried foreman, and in doing so, make him worry even more. Burak is destined to confront him, and it's an easy guess as to who's going to come out on top. The foreman is strong, but would he be able to pull off this feat? I doubt it. I am the only miracle maker here. Oh, Yun's gonna die. I love that plague cloud. It is so mean. I think it's the only plague cloud that's just right outside of someone's house. Just a straight walk into hell. Anyways, let's eat some of our delicious egg. And see if we can go through the not a gate of labor. Nope, we have to go up through the Skinner's district. Rip. And as I expected, Clara can't exactly take part in the Ring of Suok. Damn it. Thank Christ I have this mask, though. It is really good at preventing infection. Which is topical. Masks also prevent a population to get infection. In fact, it is hugely useful, and has resulted in diseases dying out really fucking quickly in humans past. Unfortunately, America doesn't like to do anything that authorities tell them to, and hence, we're all fucked. Honestly, I might still be wearing my mask, like, a bit after the pandemic, because it's just cozy to know that I'm not going to catch, like, the flu or 800 billion fucking, variations of the stomach bug. I have a metaphobia anyway, so the farther I can get from catching anything that makes me puke, the happier I'm gonna be in life. This is basically a 1 year too late, signpost to say, wear your fucking masks, you cowards. Or shitpost online about people being sheep for being smart, I don't know. I'll just say that you're gonna be the one with the lungs that are crying.
I have no heart.
I sense neither warmth nor blood in you. I've seen Aspity. Is she alive? Yes, she's alive. What did she say? She esteems Burak. She says yes, he is indeed who he claims to be. I will answer then. A single question of yours. The gleam in your eye is unneeded. I will not lie. Conserve your strength. What did you want to know? Are you guilty of starting this plague? Yes, it was me. I had failed to perform the rite. I knew beforehand that the lines of Bos Primogenes were outside my grasp. I have lied, and I am now doomed to die. I'm not worthy, Warden. Because you've lied? Not just that. I am no more of a priest than Katerina is a mistress. It all started because of us. The thirst for power brings down the worthless and elevates the great. I only hold this position as a result of my concluding with Olgimsky. Katerina owes hers to an absurd coincidence. That is all. We didn't talk that much, but everything that needed discussion was discussed. I can go back to Galela and inform her of my decision. Okay, he said he's the plague. Or, well, he caused the plague. But gee, I wonder what is the right decision to tell a person who is going to fucking hang anyone. And if I check my list of bound... Uh-oh. Guess he's innocent, lol. Although, what people have been saying that I cannot lie... it might just be that if I say he didn't cause the plague, then he didn't cause the plague. I can just completely warp the story, however way I say. Or maybe not. That's the contradiction. You see, that's a theme of the game. Or I'm reading too much into it and my tiny American 3 IQ brain is just fucking screaming. Reading... being told a story that is more complicated than... America bombs the state, and we were the good guys, and we won Vietnam. And here is a story celebrating us burning children alive. And we totally won. Well, this is a great screen. Let me pass. Thank you. Oh my god. Alright, that's... That's another powder. That's... Well, we went from having no miracle cures to, I think, projecting that we're gonna have too many. Which is, I'd say, you know, I'm not gonna fight it. I'm gonna take it. You know, that's pretty cool.
We weren't given too much time, now were we?
I've seen the foreman. Seen him and lived. Let me take a look at you. Wide in that pupil, look in the light. So what did you talk about? About Burak. About Burak. Good girl. Stick your tongue out and say, Arr. Arr. So what did he tell you about Burak? He's afraid of him. That means he's not as dangerous as I thought. Thank you. You did well. Not at all. Dismissed. Come and see me first thing tomorrow morning. We'll see. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I can see what is happening to the kin. I know what goes on in Earth. It's perfectly clear to me now that the fiery demon Haruspex is sitting atop the abattoir, preparing to swallow it whole and bring the surrounding parts of the town under his rule. If there is any living substance within, it will have to submit to his will. That's one hell of a leap, Changeling, but whatever. We have quite a bit of time to just dick about. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna waste some time killing the robbers in burnt out houses just for some money and trading items. So I will be back with that, and we'll do the theater play as always. So see you in a bit. So the raiding went well. Apparently I got a shotgun shell from a mugger, which I didn't know you could do.
It's nice to see you.
Got some new clothes, including a new thing of repellent jackboots. Quite a haul of drugs. And then your typical trash. 8 crowbars, 8 kills. Anyways, monomycinium. And then take morphine, and now let's sleep.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Unfortunately, the military is here. Further unfortunately, I forgot that the military comes today, and that all of the guards are replaced, making crowbars a worthless trading item. Oops. very least, we can check out the prices, which should have skyrocketed. He has nothing. I don't care, just sell. I don't want to hold on to things. I'll keep one morphine on me, one thing of ferromycinium. All the tablets go because they're all trash. Novocaine. 10, 10. 15, 20. Okay, so morphine's better, so I'm gonna keep 2 morphine and sell the Novocaine. Necklace, razor, crowbars. They're worthless to this guy, but they're worthless to me now, too. Lemons. There we go. So now I have 84k, which is stupid. The Changeling, even though she is like a little poor thief, is ironically the richest character in the game. Just because so many people just give her seemingly meager amounts of money, but there's so many quests that give you money that you wind up with a lot of it. I'm even gonna drop by the clothes store and see if they have military stuff in stock before we end this off. So I could go for some good military gear. I think they restock all their stuff in the morning when the day officially breaks, so theater, and then we'll get our shit tomorrow.
Do you see now how many mysteries the Earth holds? The more terrifying the mystery, the deeper it lies, and the fewer wells can reach them.
The bowels of the abattoir were turned inside out. There are beasts there.
It's filled with roots and dirt. The underground doors opens easily, but you can only go through if there's a grave behind it. Hopefully you catch my drift?
There's nothing to lose anyway. The soldiers will be here tomorrow. Let's risk it.
You're free to go anywhere. To the right, to the left, upwards, and even downwards a bit. You're welcome to make sure there are no tricks.
Who cares? It's all the same in the end.
Well, thank you for joining me. As we can see, the town looks horrible today. And I'll see you next time.